Good morning. Welcome to Much Ado About Something. Today I'm Donna and I'm glad that you're here. Well, I am in here in the kitchen this morning. I had a good, delicious tomato sandwich. Now I've got to get busy somehow preserving these tomatoes, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Now I do want to take a few of them and save for fresh eating, so I've got to pick out which ones I'm going to save and which ones I want to go ahead and put up. Now, I am having a great day. It's cool outside. It feels like a fall day. I'll take you out there and show you in just a minute. I just got through eating a tomato sandwich, and I cut me up one of these beautiful, delicious peaches. Now, if you're anywhere near the South, then you probably know about how delicious peaches are. Now, I love mountain peaches, and these are mountain peaches. Our little peach tree, it was loaded this year. But we had two squirrels that picked our peach tree clean. They got all 23 of our little peaches that we were looking forward to that looked much like this. So me and Donald picked these up Sunday on date day when we went on our date up there to the mountains. We just picked up a peck, and I've ate several of them. And I've got some right here, and I've got some cream. I'm going to just put some cream right over these, and this is what I'm going to have as part of my meal today. These peaches were ripened and delicious. Just put a little bit of cream on them. It makes them so good. And what a treat to get to eat a fresh peach like this today. It's delicious. We love them. Of course, Donald's at work, and I'm here with the grandkids. Now, I've got some things I want to do today. I do have some peaches laid out from last year, and I am going to go ahead. I've got them unthawing here, and I'm going to make a cobbler for our supper tonight to go with supper. I like to use the older peaches first, and so I'm using those out of the freezer, and you can see there's just plenty of tomatoes here. So I've got to get busy. I washed these right here. I'm going to pick out which ones we're going to use for tomato sandwiches. Probably just the bigger ones and the red ripe ones. I'll pick out a few really red ones, and then I'll pick out some that are not quite as red. But they're all ripe. This batch here is all ripe and ready to eat. Ready to do something with today, so I have to put them up. I did tincture my elderberries this year. I've still got 2 boxes of elderberries that are dried that I'll probably just put with the dried elderberries. But I made 2 half-gallon jars of tincture, and that's what I decided to do with them this year. Instead of drying them all, I went ahead and made a tincture with a gallon of them. And then the rest of them I'll dry and put into the container to use for tea. But that was easy to do. Very easy to go ahead and tincture these up, and I'll be using them through the year. It's my grated ginger. I got to get in here and organize. It's such a cold, bleary day today that I don't think it's going to be hard to do that. Because my counter is full, and you know I only have this amount of counter space right here. It's really small. I have got the teapot going back down here, the traditional teapot. Now for supper, I'm probably going to cook these 2 turnips that we picked up at the farmer's market. We got from the mountains, and these white beans. That's what we're going to have for supper tonight, along with something good and tomatoey, of course, and then that peach cobbler. Now today's tea is this holiday tea. I should just go ahead and fix some peach tea. Harney & Sons has a delicious peach tea. I should just fix some of that, but this is what I have on hand. I'm working through this tin. It smells so good, and it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to have this holiday tea in my mama cup that I got from Cracker Barrel. So that's what I'm going to fix when my water gets boiling over here. That's what I'm going to have this morning as far as tea goes. I waited to have my cup of tea because, you know, it's so busy. I don't know about you guys, but I get extremely busy at this time of the year. I love to smell this tea. It smells so good. I'm going to put that in and get it ready. Yeah, we have been tremendously busy. At every corner we turn around. Just going to put that right there. Let's see what this holiday tea has in it while we're waiting for our water to boil. It has a character of a sweet, spicy, and fruity fragrance that awakens the holiday spirit within. Black tea, orange peel, safflower, vanilla flavor, cloves, almond flavor, cinnamon, orange flavor, and it contains natural flavorings. But isn't it amazing that it has all those wonderful flavors in it? No wonder I like it. No wonder it smells good, and it's one of my favorites. Well, I'm going to have that today. I'm going to have my peaches and cream on my paper plate here. I fed the kiddos, so they ate off of paper plates. You know, I have one grandchild with disabilities, and we never give her a glass plate because she would just throw it. Although we do like to use these Corningware plates most of the time if we're not serving the grandchild that'll throw it. But today we're eating off these paper plates. Now I'm in here just catching mine on the fly. I just peeled this good peach and put a little bit of cream over it. It had a beautiful like raspberry burgundy colored center where the pit was. Just a really pretty peach. Just perfect ripeness for this morning. So I'm going to enjoy this peach with cream. That's going to be my other part of my meal. I did have a tomato sandwich and I had 2 pieces of bread with that, so I'm going to have to be really careful. I'm not trying to overdo it on the carbs. But when the weather and it's the season for delicious peaches and delicious tomatoes, delicious fruits and things that are easily gathered from around, either from your own backyard or from the farmer's market. It's just hard to resist. And this is so good. It's one of my favorites. I'll eat it as a side with a meal like I am today. And I'll just have it like before I go to bed. A peach cut up, a good ripened, locally grown peach. Peeled, sliced, pitted of course. And then just put a little bit of cream. Of course we called it sweet cream, but you saw the cream that I used there from Sam's. It is really good. To be so simple, that is a delicious side or dessert or just a treat. Of course, the cream is heavy whipping cream. Delicious. Of course, I don't eat fat-free anything because they take out the fat and they put in sugar. That's what they do to low-fat milk. They've taken out the fat and they've added sugar. And that's no good for you. I can't have sugar like that, so I always eat the full fat, a heavy cream, and I just control the amounts that I use. This probably was about 3 tablespoons over this 1 medium-sized peach. And that'll be perfect for me today. I'm waiting on the water to boil so I can have this delicious cup of tea this morning. This is Irene. This is a very old pattern that Donald's family gave us. I'm trying to turn it around where you can see it. It was from his family. It came from Japan. And the name of it is Irene. And it was a pattern that one of his family members had. And I just took out one of the cups because I thought the cup was so beautiful. It would really be good for this time of the year. Or this time, I should say, as people love the color gray and creams and all those colors. That's got a little silver rim on it. And it gets this hot boiling water in here with my tea. It smells really, really good. Yeah, I have so much that I've got to get done. Of course, Donald and I's anniversary, we celebrated it Sunday. And it was fun. We had a lot of fun. Some crazy things happened. If you saw that video, you may not have saw that yet. It should go up before this one. But we didn't... It wasn't a perfect day, but it was a perfect day for us. We really enjoyed ourselves. We ended up laughing and having a great time, even though a lot of things didn't go as we planned. It was still a really good day. And of course, all the stuff coming in from the garden and all the things that's going on at this time of the year, it's been really busy. I'll take you outside and show you what it looks like out there. I spilled my peaches and cream on me while I was coming out the door. I came out the door with my tea and my peaches and cream, and I got a little bit on my shirt, so I look a little bit sloppy today, but that's okay. It's a rainy day. I'm going to be at home. You're at home with me today. Look at how everything looks. Pretty. It's pretty, and it's damp because it's been drizzling rain. It's been drizzling rain all morning. Beautiful, beautiful. Everything's watered. Everything's growing well. Look at the hanging baskets, how happy. They did come back out. I didn't know if they were going to just dry out and die for the end of the year, but they came back out. The rain is great. Got all the passion flowers still blooming, still putting out fruit. I'll share with you my little sweet grandson eating a passion fruit with me. It's a good year for passion fruits. They are loaded. I'm just porch sitting out here in this rain. I'm going to eat my peaches and cream, my treat. Better than any candy or any dessert that I could make for right now. The peaches and cream. That peach is ripe and it's really sweet. The elderberries are all harvested. Most of them I put in a tincture this year. I've got a whole gallon of elderberry tincture. And then the 2 trays that I've got left that are drying, I'll just store like I did last year. Store them dried. And I'll make the elderberry syrup with those. I think I might have just enough from last year to go ahead and make my elderberry syrup for this year. So I'll use up the oldest first and then use the 2 pans that I've got dried to make our elderberry syrup for this year. You know, I make it in batches because we do take it every day, and I put it in those big bottles, and then me and Donald take the elderberry syrup every day. And then we'll take a little bit of extra elderberry syrup if you know, there's a lot of sickness going around. We'll take it so that we'll have that extra immunity boost that keeps us from getting a lot of sicknesses, especially if you have grandchildren or children, little children at school. You can pick up a lot of sickness that way. Oh, it feels so good outside today. It's cool. It's been hot. That is so good. I usually eat it in a little dessert dish, a small little dish. But I had fixed the kids their lunch. They all 3 wanted a little bit different things today. So as I fixed their lunch, I just went ahead and put mine in one of the plates that I was making all the other stuff in. But there are the summer things blooming and more summer things to pop out. And the hummingbirds, they're not out as much today, but me and Donald got to watch them Saturday. And they just were just out here eating out of the garden and enjoying that garden. I don't know if you can see that red bird over there in the tree. We have a lot of birds. We have several sets of cardinals. One set lives in this tree, and one set lives in the set of trees over here. They don't particularly like to, they don't share the same tree because they're territorial. But we got them in like probably 3 sets. I know there's 3 sets of cardinals here that we see often. We saw a lot of the little bright yellow finches, the male and the female. The male is a lot brighter than the female. We saw the female first sitting over here on the hanging baskets. And I told Donald, I said, there's a male. He's a lot brighter. You'll see him in a minute. And lo and behold, we did see the male. He came bright yellow. He was beautiful. But there's a lot of fun in watching the birds around here. We've got a lot of beautiful birds, and so we watch them often. I like to sit out here. I hear a mourning dove now. That little single dove for the I want to call it a hawk. I think it was a hawk. That big gray spotted hawk that got that little bird in the back. Its mate. We see it often. It just sits over here on the power lines by itself a lot of the time, and we can hear it. I don't know where it's at now. They're not sitting on the power lines as much as they usually do. And the hawks are always, they come here. There's 3 of them. Me and Donald got to see those Saturday morning. I hadn't saw those as often as I usually do this year. I'm not sure what's going on. But we did see them Saturday morning. It feels good out here. It feels so good. The rain is just drizzling. It's picked up a little bit since I first stepped out here. It just feels wonderful. It really does. It feels good. It feels like fall. I feel that little edge of fall coming on. Now I'm going to do I want to call it a collab more than a challenge. It's more like a collab. And the collab is going to be what's in my tote. Hashtag what's in my tote. Now I'm going to start probably today. Last night I dug out my Thanksgiving, my fall and Thanksgiving stuff. I have 2 totes, one bigger one and one smaller one that I use for the fall and holiday season. And I thought I would just love to share with you what's in my tote. And then I thought I would love to know what's in everybody else's totes. So you can just join it. You don't have to do anything official if you want to. If you want to mention Donna at Much Ado About Something, and this collab, mainly more of a collab than a challenge, because all I want to do is just see what's in your tote. I want to share with you what's in my tote. And you can share whatever tote you want to. I don't care if it's clothes storage. I don't care if it's sentimental. I don't care if it's the holiday, which is what I'll be sharing with you. But I would love to see what's in your tote. So all you have to do is use the hashtag what's in my tote. And share with us and let us all see. And we can just go to that hashtag and we'll be able to see what's in everybody's totes. I thought that would be a good thing to do because I'm curious. I wanted to show you what I have in my fall tote, and I want to see what you have in your totes. And it doesn't matter if it's decorations or if it's storage or sentimental or whatever you want to share. If you want to share it, then I want to see it. And I want to share with you my fall decorations. That'll be my first What's in My Tote video. And this collaboration will last. It will last till about, I wanted to say, let's see what's in everybody's totes in September and October. You can get started early if you want to. This is August. Usually you get started early before you decorate. So if you want to go ahead and start this month like I'm going to, we are 1 week into August already. So I'm going to start the rest of this month and September and October. I'll be sharing just whenever I find anything. You don't have any set number of videos that you can post. You can just post one video if you want to. But you can post as many videos of what's in your tote as you would like to. I would love to see what you store. I was wrestling those totes the other day and I thought, why do I keep doing this? I mean, there is just so many. I had to put up the 4th of July or the summer decorations that I had out here on the porch. And I had to try to gather all that stuff up, what I could of it, and put that back up. And then I saw the Easter totes and the November totes and all of the things that I have for each holiday. And I thought, well, I'm trying to limit it to one tote per holiday. And then, of course, there's other things that's in totes down there in that storage closet. But I felt like I had a workout. I really did, trying to get to those totes and dig out my fall decor. And I thought, oh, I'm going to share what's in my tote. And I would like to see what's in other people's totes. I would like to see if you do the same thing that I do. But the collab is hashtag what's in my tote. And it, it's all just together. lowercase letters, and easy to find. And hopefully you can go to that hashtag when we get this started, and you can see what's in other people's totes if you're curious like I am to see what's in somebody else's tote. I thought I'd share that with you today. If you want to get started with that, hashtag what's in my tote, then that would be great. I'm going to do a what's in my tote, probably not today, but maybe tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and go through my fall stuff because I got the drug out. I mean, I'm going to try to figure out a system where I can put what's the next season, and I can put the season that's just passed on the bottom of the stack of totes. I'm going to try to figure out a system that'll work for me, that'll be easier to get to than what I put up with yesterday when I was digging through my totes. But I'm looking forward to it, sharing with you what's in my tote and seeing what you've got in your tote. So if you want to join, no strict rules, just easy casual, just use the hashtag, and hopefully when you use that hashtag, we'll all be able to go to that hashtag and see what everybody else has in their totes. I thought it would be really interesting to do that. And so that'll go through the months of September and October. You can do one video a week if you want to. I don't know how many totes you have. I could easily do one video a week for those 2 months and show you what's in my totes. But you do whatever you feel like doing. It's going to be a laid back, easy collab that we can just not stress. It's way too busy at this time of the year to add any kind of loops or any kind of things to jump through to try to get a collab done at this time of the year, as busy as it is. School starts back for a lot of people. My daughter went school shopping for her kids. Everybody's getting ready for school. And then this is the kind of time, too, that you start thinking about the holidays that are coming up, and everyday life is still going on. We still have to fix meals, wash clothes, do all the things that we do every day of the week to make our family run. So it's a lot going on. I didn't want to make anything any more complicated for anybody than it needed to be. So I just stuck to a simple, let's do a hashtag, what's in my tote, share it with each other, and see if everybody has a common thread, or if people have different ways of storing things in their tote. I thought it would be very interesting to see. Well, the rain is picking up just a little bit. The birds are still flitting around. It's pretty out here. Everything is really good and green, just as green and pretty as it all can be. Things that needed water are getting water. The bird baths are filling up. So it's a beautiful day. I don't mind a rainy day, not at all. I have never complained about the rain. We have a lot of the caterpillars that are out. I hope this little guy gets somewhere safe and becomes a beautiful butterfly. I think it's beautiful when it lightly rains and the garden is fresh and moist and has everything that it needs. Now there's a lot of things here at this time of the summer that's drying up. You can see this dianthus needs to be cut back. I've even got to cut back some of this sedum. But that's okay. That's just par for the course of the time of year that it is. I want to help him, but I don't know if I'd be doing more harm than good, so I'll just leave him alone. He looks like he's trucking along pretty good there. To be a small caterpillar, he is really booking. I did see a lot of the hummingbirds, even though it is wet and rainy. They've still been eating on everything that I've got out here that's for them. This beautiful blue statice that I love so much. And a lot of these morning glories, which I had an aunt that loved morning glories in her garden. Her children have shared with me that she would grow them up her mailbox, and she loved them. They were one of her favorite flowers. So I guess it's like that old saying, like one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think one woman's weed is another person's treasure. or one person's weed is another person's treasure. It's the ending time, winding up time for the echinacea. A lot of them are dried, and of course that's where the little birds are coming. They're coming for those tiny little echinacea seeds, which are a favorite. I harvested what I needed for my apothecary, and I'm just letting the rest of them be seed and be food for the birds. I have a lot of natural food out here for the birds. Now, Donald and I have plans for this garden right here this fall. We're just going to go ahead and take everything out of it and just give it a fresh start. There's a lot of echinacea, but that'll be easy to replant. There are that beautiful statice, which is, I hope, is not going anywhere. I hope it transfers well so that I'll have it. We'll see how that goes. But this garden right here will get a whole, we are going to trellis up that pretty pink rose bush. We got the knockout rose down on the end. And this will go back down to how it was when we first made this garden, which will be a little bit of work, but not too much. It'll be well worth it. That's how these little gardens get. They get overgrown. When you've had them for years and years and years. And of course, this is a decade-long garden. I wanted to share with you, I thought that my comfrey may not come back, and I took a piece of the comfrey and moved it over on the other side in a different garden just in case the comfrey didn't come back. But my goodness, it looks like it's spread this year. It looked like it liked me to take up part of it. I've got like 4 big bunches where I only had the one center bunch there for a long time. And there it is, just spread out. Here's the new bunch on the side. The others are just full, ready for harvest. I'll be harvesting some more comfrey soon. Love it. One of my favorite herbs in the garden. I make a healing salve from that. And I simply, absolutely love this plant. Don't want to lose it. It may be my most valuable plant in my garden. This little rosemary did great. The oregano looks terrible. It's going to have to be cut back to the ground. There's some red buds trying to grow, little trees that we don't need. Look at that little red bud tree. Certainly don't need it in the perennial herb garden. This little rosemary over here, it battled the hot summer really well, so I'll be cleaning that up and giving it more space. This is the tub we're going to move the peppermint to, and then we got some weeds going on, but I do have some goldenrod right here. Of course, I harvest goldenrod from family property. We actually got it from Donald's mom's property last year, and it was some of the best goldenrod we've ever had. So I'll be doing that again this year. I will harvest from her property as long as it looks as good as it looked last year. I need to divide this statice. It's beautiful, and I've had it for a long time, and it's just huge down here. It's probably at least a 4-foot section of this plant right here. And so I'll be, when I cut it back this year, I'll be go ahead and dig it up. Me and Donald to dig it up. We'll put one piece back right here, and we'll spread the other in different gardens. We've had a lemon balm pop up in different places. This little end right here turned out really pretty. Still plenty of blooms to come up on this. This zinnia will bloom all the way up until frost, and it's beautiful. It's a treat. This plant did really well this year, saving the seeds from this Queen Anne's lace to come back right here. So I have them back. I've got plenty of echinacea seeds. All of my echinacea didn't come back. I have different varieties out here in this middle garden. Oh my goodness, look at the passion flowers. They're beautiful. Really good. Good. Look at him. He's holding out the rain there. Good year for these. Of course, we make jelly out of the fruits. These fruits are small, but there's lots of big ones. Little David, my little grandson, one of my youngest grandson, our youngest grandson, ate 3 of these pomegranates last week. They were ripe and he loves them. We have ate them on the porch ever since he was a baby. And he said, Granny, I want one of these. Are they ripe? And I'm like, yes, there seems to be some ripe ones. So me and him enjoyed eating those together. And I've got a little clip. If you stay to the end, I'll share with you his take on eating those. Now, if I was out here for 10 minutes, I'd be pulling some weeds. 10 minutes of weeding every day. It helps you keep a little bit of control over the garden. It doesn't quite take over so much if you can at least pull for 10 minutes a day. You can see these echinacea right here. Has the seeds. The birds will be picking at all of these. The hanging baskets from this side. They look prettier from the street side than they did up on the house side. Got these. Some of them are going. They'll be turning into fruit. And then some of them are just poking out. They're really pretty this morning. We did manage to get most of them to grow up the trellis this year, which is really a headboard off of a bed, a metal headboard, and it was compacted, and I think maybe that's why we have more fruit this year, is that we kind of pruned it back when we got it growing where we wanted it to go. This elderberry is looking good. I've still got to get it out from underneath some of this Virginia creeper, which we are trying to take all of the Virginia creeper out of this garden completely this year. We don't want any Virginia creeper in the middle garden anymore. The anticipation of all of these delicious fruits. Just this little thing is just loaded. Look at all those fruits under there. All of these. There'll be plenty of good eating from the passion fruits this year. This new hydrangea right here is looking great. Look at all the new growth that's coming on this hydrangea. Couldn't be more happier with this. Doing great. This one is yet to get into the ground. It's been well watered. Now see, this would be blooming right now. If I had gotten this in the ground, I would have been able to enjoy it more this year, but we didn't. We're going to get it in the ground in the next few days. This is a good time while it's wet out here to get this hydrangea planted right here. But it's still looking good. The little mums. The things that are over here are looking really good. Everything's getting a delicious dose of water this morning. I don't have to worry about that. And then over here, look at this basil. What a good year for basil. I'm just going to harvest all of that basil right there off and dry it. We'll be enjoying that this year. I brought my aloe vera plant out, and it got a little bit too much sun, but it'll be all right. Well, I think it's getting time for me to go ahead and finish my peaches and cream and drink my tea. I think it's infused to perfection right now. Thank you for joining me today. And like always, until next time. What you got there, David?
I got a passion fruit.
Passion fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Show us. Oh, that thing looks delicious.
Mm-hmm.
You love it?
Yep.
How do you eat it?
So you open it like this.
Yeah.
And then you find all these little things, and this is the thing you eat. The little black thing right here
Yeah.
is a seed. You don't eat them.
Oh, okay. Some people eat the seeds, but we don't eat the seeds, do we?
Mm-mm. You don't eat.
So what's a passion fruit kind of like?
It's kind of like, it's kind of like a pomegranate.
Oh, a pomegranate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why is it like a pomegranate?
This has got like a little seeds and like this. Well, like squishy fruit around it.
You got the fruit around it, yeah. I think that too. It's delicious. You love them?
Yeah, but I love them to the taste.
You eat them every year, don't you? Where do we get this passion fruit?
In Grammy's front yard.
That's right. They're out there in the middle of the garden, aren't they? It's a special time of the year when we get to eat these things together. How do we know they're right?
Because if
The skin of the fruit's kind of yellowish.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave you there to eat your fruit, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for sharing with us why you like it.
No problem.